Hello, everyone, and welcome to Survivor Podcast Recap, all that jazz with the Couch Potato Queens. I am your host, notable puppy enthusiast Sam Meier. I am joined, of course, by my co-host, Detroit's premier queen of mean, Miss Alex Meitz. How are you, baby?
Hi, happy to be here and happy to have watched this episode with y'all because how iconic. Oh my goodness.
How iconic. Seth, hello, Madame Caliente, Atharella, traveled the world, and of course, my roommate, my friend, my platonic life partner, Josh Mendelson. How are you, baby?
I'm doing good, girl. Yes, tonight's episode was so good. It was a blast. It was like the whole episode was good. Like we didn't see it ending. We were like, okay, Green's going to tribal council. It's gonna happen again, and we got surprised tonight.
Jelly Donuts, I feel you. Oh my goodness. Oh, we do see blinds tonight. Alex is over this evening.
I am. I'm here, and guess what? Oh, they're still broken.
They're still broken. So let's talk about this app. Oh, also, folks, Kendra will be joining us at some point. Of course, we will see her when we see her. So JD's hair looked great at the end. It really did. It looked real good. Queen Liana's still in the game, baby. Jelly Donuts, I am thrilled that my team has not lost a single member yet. Hello, Ken. Welcome to the pod.
Hello. How are you?
I am doing so well. What an app. All of our blood is raised.
Oh, yeah.
The aftershocks of what we just witnessed are still rippling through us.
Honestly.
Word.
Anyway.
Ken, what did you think of the episode tonight? Ken, what did you think of the episode?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Alex. I thought it was enjoyable. There were twists and turns at every route, I thought. And the end, I was surprised by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
I missed something. Did I miss something or was it surprising?
Hi, Sophie. No, it was a surprise.
Okay.
Maureen, interestingly, said, I feel like they're getting rid of all the good players. Well, if you think JD is a good player, I'll miss seeing him. He was fun. He brought some chaos to the game. I do not feel like he was a great player. He was sloppy and he was too emotional and it was his undoing.
I agree. I like to see a young player though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'll miss him as well, but I think he was sloppy. He wasn't a good player, but he was a fun player.
I also said, like, before he got voted out, I'll miss him if he gets voted out because, yes, he's not likable, but he's kind of, like, good for, like, chaos. And I think he would have been fun there long term. So I am kind of sad to see him go, but it was a fun one.
Yeah.
And Seth agrees. Definitely chaotic and entertaining, but sloppy.
Yeah.
Like
The fact that he was handing that his advantage to Shan not just once but twice, when he was like, "Okay, but can I have this back now?" I'm like, "Good for you, take your advantage back." But then the second she was like, "Okay, but I want it again," he was like, "Okay, here,
yeah, have it." Just have it. No, yeah, that's when I lost hope in him. I thought maybe he could become a likable player because he was young and cute and naive. So people could use him for good things and keep him around, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I think this was definitely the challenge to use that advantage. I mean, it was, because all he would have needed was one solid person. Mm-hmm. He would have said, "Hi, you, come with me. We're going to use my extra vote. We can get out one of the other two."
Yep.
He kept getting rid of that advantage.
Because Jeannie came to him. Jeannie was like, "I feel like I'm at the bottom of the barrel." And he could have been like, "I have this advantage. Me and you, we're going to do this together. Let's take out one of these big fish." And it would have been an iconic move. He would have used his advantage at a good time.
As long as it's not Shan they took out. As long as it's Ricard they took out.
I want Shan personally don't take out Shan, but that would have been the move.
It probably would have been a good move, but for the show, no.
Let's not put that out there, Alex. We like our Shan. We want her to get to the end.
Oh, I like her this
on
episode.
my draft, so.
This episode turned me around to her. She has more strategy than I saw.
Yeah, well, we knew she would. But Travel the World, yes, Shan does get to keep JD's advantage.
Speaking of, what was it? What did Ken just say? The draft. My draft is not doing too well, people. I've now lost 3 people in 4 episodes.
That's horrible.
My team is gone.
Not your fault. It's okay. It's their fault. Blame
Watch
them.
Sydney go next week, and then I'm at just 2. Miss Heather. Mr. Danny.
Oh, Heather. I thought Heather was going to get more flack this episode than she did, but luckily she didn't have to face anything.
Now, before we get too much further, I do have to say, folks, please, at this time, make sure you're following us on social media, and also that you are liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Also, if you are having fun in the comments, maybe leave an actual comment on the video. It helps us so much. I am heaving on the inside. I just got heartburn having to do that, but it helps us so much. So please, thank you. I love it. I love you. You're all special shining stars. And now it's time to get into the episode. So we start at the top of this episode, and Jeannie was on the outs on her tribe. She had big, I'm going to throw a temper tantrum, her lesbian stomp.
It came out.
It was my favorite thing. I loved it.
The angry lesbian stomp is what we were thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from Jeannie.
Hi, Dolores.
I wanted a Jeannie highlight. This isn't necessarily the Jeannie highlight that I wanted. But I did want to see more of her. I wish it was more positive.
Definitely.
Oh, Jeannie is given something else. I'm hoping that her remaining in the game will encourage her to up her game, because I thought that I saw something special in her interviews.
Yes.
She had more swag,
I agree. I think that she has more potential than she's showing right now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to do the Richard Hatch, I'm the the tribe maker, and I'm but it doesn't seem like their tribe really needs that from her, so she needs to find somewhere else to fit in the tribe. She's got to form a relationship with somebody.
Yeah, I think she's also feeling a little threatened now with Brad being gone.
Yeah,
because Brad was her relationship. So he's gone, and now what does she do?
I'm really hoping that this vote causes her to become loyal to JD and Shan. I'm hoping that this bonds her to them, because I would really hate to see her go off and form a different alliance. I think the 3 of them together would be really cute and fun.
Wait, to JD and Shan?
I'm sorry, to Ricard and Shan.
Okay, I was gonna say, wait a second.
He gone.
Did you see?
He's the most entertaining player, Jelly Donuts thinks. Jelly Donuts, you are turning on Queen Liana and saying Jeannie is the most entertaining player? I am Escandalo.
I
the most strategic player.
I think
I was providing.
Jeannie's fun to have on the show, and she did fun tonight. It was cute, but I think Liana's better. Oh, did I just say
I'm sorry, Josh, and I'm going to get canceled in the comments, but all Liana's done in the season is cry.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Alex.
Are we going to play that game again?
What she's supposed to be giving yet.
I'm sure that she'll have her moment, but so far she's done fine in the challenges and then cried.
Right. Where's her highlight been?
But
Okay,
that's not because that's what she's doing. That's all the edit we've seen of her. That's all we have seen.
That's not who she is. It is just an edit.
I'm done. I'll never work in this town again.
It's okay, Alex. That was me last week, and I'm still here.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Amazing.
So, okay, I want to talk about this reward challenge, mostly because I want to talk about what happened after the reward challenge, the huge drama of this episode. But this reward challenge, there's first prize is a fishing lesson from a indigenous islander, and second prize is a fish. Tiffany, challenge beast? Question mark.
Yeah.
Josh, talk to us about like what's going on for Tiffany right now.
Tiffany is having like a metamorphosis or something. Like she woke up on the right side of the coconut bed and she's like, I'm going to start kicking ass in challenges. Or production must have helped her behind the scenes. I don't know what happened, but like,
she's great. Now we're noticing, Alex, you noticed in particular about Tiffany that she is really good at.
Oh, she's good at throwing things.
Mm-hmm. But it's true. I mean, talk about it. Preach on it.
Talk about it.
What Tiffany lacks in being able to balance on a balance beam in the water, she succeeds in being able to throw things like bean bags and rings. So anytime she's over there, they'll be in like dead ass last, and then she'll just like throw 4 things and then win.
I'm obsessed.
That is her strength. I fear for them when they have like a really detailed puzzle, because I don't think Evie is as good at puzzles as Evie wants to be.
No, she's one of those fake puzzle people.
Evie,
not invite her.
Evie's like Milo from Atlantis.
Yeah.
Guys, is next episode the merge? Did we watch previews for next
week?
It
has to be. They're tiny tribes now. There's no way. Blue tribes can fit out like 12 people.
So yeah, we'll talk about it later, but like I was wondering, we'll get to that for next week.
But so Madame Caliente here, Yasa is starting to become a Comp Beast tribe. I said they're feeling the girl power. They were like, yes, no more boys.
They are very feminine.
Let's win that fish.
Brander's close enough.
Yes.
Xander's just their himbo that they bring along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have fish and they have their bodyguard, Xander.
It's American Horror Story Coven Survivor. Okay, so yes, the reward challenge. Ua gets the main prize. They got the fishing lesson. And Yasa gets the fish. Heather. Hey, let's talk about Heather's moment after getting no screen time so far.
The moment is Heather.
Truly. Ken, were you as affected by Heather's moment as we were?
I mean, I was, honestly. I knew who Heather was in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that she was a blonde woman and that she could not run through ropes. And I felt so bad for her.
Ken was like, oh my God, it's me.
Honestly, I was like, that would be me. I literally thought to myself, I could do puzzles, but here I am. My reaction is not that quick. I would throw that ball and I would watch it hit the ground and I'd be like, run now. I felt for her.
I felt for her too. It was kind of hard to watch.
It was really hard to watch.
It was difficult.
But it also made me wonder how everyone else did it.
Well, because I think that most of them were like at least a decade. Your cat just what?
Knocked over a watering can.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone heard that.
I felt like, I don't know. I felt like Heather was at least a decade older than like the next oldest person. Like Heather's up there. She's not agile. You know, she's set out of like every immunity challenge.
How old is she?
I feel like
Heather? 40.
Someone in the comments, please look it up and let us know.
I thought it was like
Heather.
25.
I feel like she's like 50s or 60s.
No, she's
like Heather, no.
Really?
Wow, I didn't need glasses. I thought she was 25 or something.
Heather?
Are we talking about this?
Are we talking about the same person?
Yeah, the blonde with the ponytail.
He's 52.
You thought she was 25?
Girl.
Girl. That's younger than me.
I know, me too.
You thought that Heather looked younger than me?
Okay.
And me.
Then all of us. Anyone watching, you should also be offended.
Woman who didn't take care of her skin in like Florida or something.
She just looked like a really leathery Florida 25-year-old.
Yes. Isn't that what people who don't take care of their skin look like?
I feel like
Not
this
when
just
they're
shows
25.
how little screen time Heather has gotten, because Ken did not even know what she looked like.
Or how few people that I know.
Girl, I can't get over that. I'm never gonna get over that one, Miss Kendra. Not getting over it. 25,
Good
please.
Lord.
Well, y'all look great. You're like 17, right, Josh?
Thank you. You see all these grays, girl, grays. They're tinted in the light.
Josh,
I mean,
legal minor.
I'm like 20, so.
Y'all, I cannot sit in this delusion any longer. But speaking of the mentally unbalanced, Luvu, things are starting to fall apart, and it is fun to watch. Sydney has a whole ass breakdown over the Flint, and starts to cry. And Sydney is emerging as a villain now. We knew we hated her, but she's turning into a fun villain rather than just like, who is that? So first though, we see Erica is hungry for blood. She has like sniffed weakness in the air. Erica wants to take out Sydney, and she tells that to Deshawn. Deshawn then tells Sydney that Erica is gunning for her, and they discuss throwing the challenge specifically to get rid of Erica. Nasir is now no longer part of the conversation, who Erica moments earlier had a breakdown about. So they discuss throwing the immunity challenge to get rid of Erica. Y'all, what's going on?
That was so chaotic, just because it was like they did a really good job at editing last week, making us think, oh, it's Nasir, it's Nasir, it's Nasir. Oh, they're going to throw to get rid of Nasir. And then here we come. Oh, actually, it's Erica. But I don't know what Erica was thinking, because why would you try and target somebody when there's such an obvious target on your first tribal?
And also just playing too hard too fast. Your tribe has been safe every week. Why are you trying to stir the pot? Why are you calling attention to yourself?
I don't get it. And it came out of nowhere. She got like no edit as well for the first 3 episodes. So all of a sudden, episode 4, hi, I'm Erica and I'm targeting Sydney. Like,
thank you, Josh. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
No, take it. You're good.
Y'all. I completely agree though. It's like, what do you, and like Jelly Donuts, do not throw out names if you aren't going to tribal. Why are you trying to bring that kind of heat on yourself? And then we get to the immunity challenge, and this was really one of the highlights of the episode. Deshawn tried so hard to throw that challenge. He tried so hard to throw that challenge. And yet,
hilarious.
Like every single leg of that challenge, he was doing something to throw, and they still succeeded.
Yes, it was hilarious. They're just like, nope, just can't suck enough.
Can't.
Winner's the winner.
I still stand Erica as well. She is still on my team. Man Caliente Nasir was an indomitable force. Yet another Team Sam pick. He was a machine. He could not be denied.
He saw Deshawn with those rings, and he's like, move.
Yeah. Deshawn like wandered off to chase the rings, and Nasir was like, I got it now. Like, no. Oh, Nasir just went alone. Absolutely, we were as well. Oh, it was too good. It was too funny. And then of course Yasa also was our actual first place winner.
Good for them.
Nasir was just first place in our hearts.
Yasa getting a first place when Deshawn is actively trying to lose.
Yes. Retying the knots. Have we ever seen that before?
The knots? Is that what you said?
When he was retying the knots, have we ever seen someone try that hard to throw a challenge before?
I feel like we did.
I feel like
saw someone like paddling backwards in a boat, I think last season.
I haven't seen this in years, so I could not speak on this.
Josh, okay, this is a Josh question.
Okay, ask it again. Ask again about the challenge.
When, like, I know that people have tried to throw challenges in the past and been successful.
Yes.
Has anyone ever had to try that hard to throw a challenge?
Yes, it's happened. I just can't remember when. And it's killing me. It's happened before. It's happened in Survivor history where people have thrown so hard that it's like blatantly obvious. No, there has been a time, but because the other person was so bad, they couldn't throw it. Like it was like literally, they tried so hard.
I remember this.
Any fans watching, let us know. There was a season where they tried so hard to let this other person win that they were just sucking so bad that they're like, I can't do it.
I feel like I remember like a one-on-one challenge before where that's happened, like early season. Like keep in mind, the only seasons I've seen are like from 1 to 10.
We also got Palau, where an entire tribe was decimated pre-merge. One after the other, only one member was absorbed into the tribe. But
are you serious? That can happen?
Yeah, it happened in Palau. So
I want to talk about Travel the World's comment because I think it's interesting. I don't think Xander tried to say the phrase tonight because he saw that Brad was gone, and unless he was alerted that a new person was there, he had no reason to believe that he could get all 3 phrases. So it would be unnecessarily alienating for him to use the phrase tonight when he knew it probably wasn't going to happen.
That's fair. I didn't even think of that. So thanks for bringing that up.
I'm trying to think. But seriously, Adrian, Erica better thank Nasir after this episode.
She would have been gone, girl, gone.
Truly. I wonder, it could be exciting to see if she finds out. Like, what's going to happen if Erica finds out they were gunning? They literally tried to throw a challenge to get rid of her. Well, like, what would you do if you found out?
But you know what? Like, I'm happy though.
Well, the challenge to get rid of someone else. I'd do it back.
I'm happy though that they didn't lose though, because I wasn't ready for Erica to go. We only got like a little bit of her.
Same. No. I didn't want her to leave either. I'm excited to see where she goes.
And if it wasn't Erica, it would have been Sydney, who's like kind of like my new favorite villain. I'm kind of liking this villain side.
I'm kind of okay with Sydney going, but yeah.
I'm not okay with it. I think she's a fun villain, and like
you're not okay with it because she's the last one on your team.
Like, also, Sam, she does what your favorite thing about Survivor and reality shows. She does. She cries and acts like she can't hide her emotions, and she's like, "It's raining outside. I'm crying. Oh my god, the branch is lowered."
Can we talk about Sydney? I'm still cackling that when Deshawn said that someone was gunning for her, she goes, Nasir? Nasir.
Hates him.
And was genuinely shocked when it was not her. And he has like never mentioned her name before. Like Sydney's like the only one Nasir has never mentioned.
No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because she's just so off his radar that he's like not even concerned about her being a threat.
But she's like, no, I hate him.
And like the problem is like Nasir is concerned about genuine threats.
Yeah.
He's just really bad at going about like bringing people in and discussing them.
Mm-hmm. He has no idea how to use his Survivor strategy. Sorry.
Do you think that it's a language barrier thing? Like, do you think he's just coming off like, you know what I mean?
No.
I think it's a little bit of both.
By the way, Nasir looks kind of cute tonight, but Danny's a hottie. I think Danny is like, woof. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Danny, NFL player.
Danny's a hot bod.
Like, I'm like, I gotta learn these people's names. Usually I just like assign characteristics to them. I gotta learn their names if I'm gonna be talking about them.
Danny is the guy that seems like the leader of the Blue Tribe.
Yeah, football.
Yes, football.
Yeah.
Football is hot.
It goes against everything I believe, but yes. Yes.
Yeah, he is kind of the leader of Lulu, isn't he?
He has that energy without having that energy.
He's 100% the leader. 100%.
See, and Seth agrees with me. Man, wham bam.
Football is not hot. Danny is hot.
He is. He's a stud. I am here for it. Woof, hit me up.
Mm-hmm. We got some people thinking Xander's hot. We got Dr. Voce. I'm sorry, Jelly.
Voce is very Grey's Anatomy hot.
Voce isn't even on the show anymore, y'all. He was.
I know, but he could be on Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, I think Danny's the hottest. Danny and Xander.
I think
I kind
of think Sean is hotter than Danny. I like Sean more than Danny.
Me too. It's because he looks like Trey, Ken.
You know on the subject, that's Island Man. I was here for him too.
Okay, y'all are saying Grey's Anatomy. I thought Voce looked like Ben Shapiro.
Am I the only one here that was here for the Island Man that they won for the reward? I was here for that. I want to climb up my tree.
I want to eat his fruit.
I want him to catch nothing.
I agree. Seth, I 100% agree. He looked like a little like baby, what's his name?
He looked like he didn't like eat
anything.
Whole.
Only quinoa.
I'm like, I don't know what his sexuality was, but he looked like he did not eat whole.
And if you don't eat whole, you can't hang.
Exactly.
Like he only ate raw foods.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yes.
I'm trying to think Ben Shapiro right now, and I'm just not seeing it.
He's the conservative talk show host.
Oh, you're
whose wife's pussy doesn't get wet.
Oh, Lord.
Where he famously was like, my doctor wife thinks that if you need a bucket and a mop to wipe up the moisture from your vagina, that there's a problem.
Thank you, Ben Shapiro, for telling us you've never made your wife.
Shots with Ben Shapiro, everybody.
Honestly, I would agree. Like, it's a
wow,
lot.
Dolores just coming in with the reads.
I'm not saying he's not hot, and I'm not saying there's not like this is like an alternate universe version. But I'm like, I just see a lot of Ben Shapiro, unfortunately.
Big Ben Shapiro energy.
Also, like, little brother of Tyler Lautner from Twilight.
Tyler Lautner when he was hot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ken loves Taylor Lautner too.
Is Taylor Lautner no longer hot?
I love him, but I don't know his name.
Wait, what happened to him? Where did he go?
I don't know. I got his autograph for my birthday, and I was like, I don't want this.
This year.
What birthday? For what birthday?
Happened to Taylor Lautner?
I don't know, like 11. When did Twilight come out? I don't know.
Audience, when did Twilight come out?
Whenever Twilight came out.
When did Twilight come out?
Like the year before.
Wow, this has just become like a thirst, like who's hot
podcast. You know what? Taylor Lautner could destroy me too. Okay,
this is just like a men we think are hot podcast.
I was more of a team Emmett personally, but that's
okay. Jelly donuts, but coming in with the facts. Ricard, Loki, daddy.
No.
Ricard, literal father.
Literal father, Loki, daddy.
Take it. I like a father.
I don't know. Ricard's not my type.
Literal father,
that is my
Loki,
type
daddy.
to a T.
I'm much more
if you want to be a man.
So, folks, welcome to the Thirst Pod,
where we find out the year that Twilight came out.
Quentin, dehydrated survivors.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to our viewers.
There's autograph in like 2007 or 6 or something like that.
Wait, so you got like Shark Boy era Taylor Lautner's autograph?
Yeah, because his grandmother died, and his grandmother went to my mom's senior center.
Incredible.
And instead of showing up for his grandmother's funeral and meeting me, he gave me a photographed autograph of him for my birthday.
Oh my, wait, when did you meet him?
He was too famous to show up to his grandmother's funeral. And this was like right when Twilight came out or right before Twilight came out. He was not that famous.
Wait, so how did he send it? How did he know you existed?
Because his grandma, right before she died, was like, hey, the director of my senior center has a daughter who likes Twilight.
You should send her an autograph.
Yeah. So he did. I have it.
Back to the Survivor episode. All right.
We'll tweet a photo
But
of
Taylor
Kendra's.
Lautner did not show up to his grandmother's funeral because he thought he was too famous. And honestly, like Trevor said, he would not have given a fuck.
Girl, I didn't go to my grandma's funeral because I hated
Taylor
the
Lautner for not showing up to his grandmother's funeral.
The fact that this recap has devolved. It's giving me life.
You know, guys, Seth is absolutely amazing. Can I just say though, y'all, I didn't go to my grandma's funeral because I hated the woman and she was evil.
Well, that's more fair. This other woman was the best woman ever. She used to make me Christmas ornaments and she'd like cook for us, and like she was basically like an adopted grandmother of mine.
And mine bribed me with a beanie
You
baby.
You and Taylor Lautner shared a grandmother.
He didn't realize it because he thought he was too famous for his grandmother, but yeah.
Wait, you're related to Taylor Lautner?
No.
Josh, have you listened to like any of the past 5
Josh
minutes?
is just blacked out for this entire thing.
I mean, we're having the grandma conversation. I was like, my evil grandma bribed me with a beanie baby when I was 7 years old. So, like, she's
But
like,
also,
what?
today is my grandma's birthday. My real grandma's birthday is today.
Oh my God, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kendra's grandma.
Anyway,
Good
y'all,
luck
that's
tonight.
who we think is hot on Survivor.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I love thinking Jeannie is hot.
That's who we think is hot, and Kendra is Taylor Lautner's sister.
I
am.
absolutely want Jeannie to fist me.
I would like Jeannie fist.
you know
me.
what, y'all? Good idea for a podcast. We should
Honestly,
Letting
we have more followers than Taylor Lautner.
Great idea for a podcast.
We should really do an episode where we just talk about whatever and just shoot.
That's this. That's what this
That's
episode.
No,
this.
this
is
is
what's
supposed to be
happening.
Survivor, y'all. We should be talking about. We should be talking
No,
about
this is
Survivor.
only about Survivor.
Me,
We've only been talking
Jeannie,
about
a
Survivor.
big vat of Crisco.
Jeannie is kind of hot.
Jeannie, if you're watching this,
Call me.
call us.
Lautner, if you're watching this, your sister misses you.
Please check in on your family.
We have the same grandma as you two, Ken. You guys are.
Okay, y'all. Okay, let's get into this though. So,
Get into what?
so Ua loses this immunity challenge
We haven't even
Oh,
talked
right.
about tribal.
completely,
Yeah,
and we get
where are we?
into this elimination. Shan demands that JD give the extra vote back, which is a move that have we seen that since like the famous like Suri Parvati like alliance.
Eric, yeah. That's one of the dumbest
He's
things
dumber
ever.
than
Gee,
Eric.
you're watching who's the hottest Twilight actor?
No, Seth is actually really fun. He'd be fun. He's so fun.
Okay.
He's fun.
You guys
but
also
so-
know I have a cutout of Edward Cullen.
I
Oh my
love
God,
that
love
for
that.
you.
Y'all, I'm
So-
gonna team Emmett. Screw that.
So okay, y'all.
Edward Twilight.
Shan convinces JD to give up his extra vote. We have not seen this in years. Oh no, do you know what? We did just see it. We saw it with Sandra and Denise. We saw it with the Queenslayer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think it's significant that every time that we watch this happen, it is always women doing the backstabbing. I love it. He is high key the new Eric. Exactly, Seth.
Do we think that JD is dumber than Eric?
No.
No. Eric is definitely the dumbest Survivor player of all time.
Yeah, JD had more reasons to trust Shan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's from Michigan too. He's from Hell, Michigan. Pink.
JD?
Eric,
No,
Oh,
Eric. The
okay.
ice cream.
the dumbest
scoop.
Survivor player of all time, is literally from hell.
That's funny. I'm not familiar with him.
Shane is a boss bitch. Shan is a boss bitch. She is. And she now has an extra vote in her pocket, and she's aligned with Ricard, and hopefully they're scooping up Jeannie. We did not hear Tiffany is moving to LA.
Yes, apparently she said it on her live or something.
Oh,
Why?
good for her.
Big brother Tiffany.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but so back, it was chaos at UA. It was chaos because Shan
Travel the world. Yes, Hell, Michigan is a real place.
It is
Travel
a real
the
place.
world.
It's a literally
Travel
hell.
the world.
Yep.
It's literally hell with an ice cream place.
Travel to Hell, Michigan.
It's just a rural little town. Don't worry about it.
Y'all, okay, so JD goes, blah blah blah. She has his extra like what? We had so many feelings at the end of this episode. With so many feelings. Alex, walk me through it. How do you feel at the end of this episode? What's going down?
So
where are you
let's
at?
just talk about what could have happened on this episode. So when we were watching the votes happen, Jeannie could have used her dice. We didn't know. Ricard and Shan could have voted for Jeannie, and they could have all convinced Jeannie not to use her dice. JD could have gotten his vote back and used it to vote out Shan or Ricard with Jeannie, or JD could have given his vote away, gotten blindsided, and given it to Shan. So no matter what, this was going to be an interesting episode. And even if Jeannie had tried to roll the dice and then gotten sent home, it still would have been a kind of fun tribal. So we were in for something good. But the fact that this happened is already making this season like so iconic, because I love a moment where we're like genuinely shocked in Survivor. And I know for a fact that the three of us, me, Sam, and Josh watching, we all hooped and hollered.
I didn't see it coming. It was a blindside.
Yeah.
It was 100%. I did not expect it. I thought I knew who was going home tonight, and I did not. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Also, quick, bye, Seth. Thank you
for
watching.
Well, Sarah, I say hello. Me and Alex and Sam and Ken.
Travel the world. We would love to have live feeds of Survivor. That would be lots
Sarah
of fun.
Nerd Came and anyone watching, we like to advertise our friends. So we like.
Yes. Y'all. So that was. I mean, really though, such a fucking trip. I mean, wow. Ken, any final thoughts on this elimination?
I'm glad that Jeannie is still here. I am glad that the blue tribe could not throw it, so that Erica is still here. But I wish that JD would be around for a while longer. I wish that JD would be here for at least a merge, because I think that he is an interesting young player who doesn't really know what he's doing, but he likes to try fun things and see how they turn out.
Absolutely.
And
he did create a lot of chaos.
Yep. And unfortunately, it didn't work for him. So I wish I would have seen him. I was very surprised. I felt like I missed something. I was like, oh, shit. What did I miss? I was sitting here the whole time, though.
Josh, you had some thoughts?
I just have to say, like, I would have been sad if anyone left. I like this cast. This is the best cast of newbies they've had in such a long time, where I like all of them. They're all good characters. They all bring something to the table. I mean, we don't know all the blue tribe as well lately, but like we really gotta feed into most of them this episode. I like everyone, so anyone going is going to be a loss right now. So I hope we're at like final 13 as jury. I hope we're at it. I hope we don't really truly lose anyone for the rest of the season.
It is really an excellent season.
It's a great
really Jelly Donuts. That is some blasphemy on this pod, though. Do not low-key wish that Ricard goes.
We love Ricard here.
We love Ricard. We love his husband who's carrying their child. And we also love, I think Ricard is going, and particularly if he sticks with Shan, they are going to be really fun to watch. They're going to be really fun to watch in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I do agree that he's low entertainment right now. I think that come a merge and sticking with Shan, there's going to be good entertainment from him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. Merge is going to be fun. Green Tribe is going to be like, here we go. We have some game players in this cast. You got a little bit of everybody. You got like your Evie, who's kind of overplaying. I think Evie's honestly is going to be out early. I think so.
I agree.
We're merging soon, but I think Ricard and Shan are going to be like in control of what happens.
Well, do you think that Ua is going to absorb into Luvu, or do you think that they will absorb with Yasa? How do you think things are going to get shaken up? Because Ua will decide which tribe takes control.
I think there's many ways that this could go, but I think that the 2 tribes that aren't the 6 are going to team up against the 6. That's what usually happens in this case.
So green and yellow.
If they merge, that's what I think will happen.
But remember, Evie has her weird little connection with Deshawn, so there could be something there too that could throw a wrench in that.
Yeah,
I feel like Evie isn't going to be good at keeping up those relationships, though.
Right.
I feel like I agree with Josh, but I think Evie's like overplaying, and she's like they are overshowing her, and she's gonna go soon.
I really think Ricard will be able to pull in Evie 100%. Like, I feel like
that would be a fun alliance.
I think Evie and Ricard are like on the same wavelength there. I think they have that like total like that queer energy that we just love at the Couch Potato Queens podcast. And I think that it's going to be easy for both their tribes to come together.
Yeah, I can see that.
It will be interesting to see if we don't get sort of that like roughly 50-50 split. And if instead everyone sort of splinters. That would be really fun. And seeing like much like voting blocks of 2 or 3 people working interchangeably. It would be fun, I think.
True.
I think so too, especially with this many people still. I don't know how the splits and the merges have gone in like the past 10 years or 15 years or 18 years or so, but you know.
It's okay. It's okay, girl. We'll take
21 years, Jeff said tonight.
Oh my god.
Ken, when was the last season you watched? Australian Outback?
I don't know. Maybe, like maybe that. Like season 10 or something. I was like I don't know. I was little when I stopped watching it.
Love that.
Yeah. Family stuff watching TV together. What are you gonna do?
Jelly Donuts, we have not seen Twitter. We have not I have not really heard much about past alumni not liking the season. I agree. I don't know that the all the voting twists are necessary, but I still think it's an excellent cast, and you can't take that away from them.
I do agree with what Jeff is saying, is that it kind of is its own thing. Like they are starting over in a way. Like I don't like that cheesy like take away the 4, it's the 1, like whatever, but it is kind of a new game in a sense, and I can see why old players don't like it because it's not what they went through and it's not what they did. But it is focusing more on survival. And it's more I feel like production has a heavier hand in it, which is kind of lame because tribes are so small. It's easy to like have all of these twists and like weird stuff, and I think they need to like have the regular idols back because this idol is just not it.
It was kind of a fail.
I agree. This idol thing is a flop.
Other than the idol thing, I think it's a good season.
I think they needed people to find the idols much sooner. They needed them to find, like, this was the episode. If it was going to happen, it needed to happen this episode.
So it's obviously not going to.
Is that wheel thing new? Yes. Okay. I'm not crazy about that.
Yeah, that's a little weird too.
Like I agree that I like the increased pace. I'm not crazy about all of the voting twists.
Yeah, it's a new thing. So Ken, you don't even know about hidden immunity idols yet, Bill. Like,
I know immunity idols. I get those.
No, not hidden immunity idols though. Not immunity idols.
I know the hidden ones. When there's ones hidden on it. I think that's like when I stopped watching it.
Now, y'all, I would love to chat about our superlatives for the episode. Best in show. Who was our ultimate survivor for the evening? Who's playing the best game right now? Josh has it.
No.
Josh,
Shan Banana.
Okay.
That's all I really need to say. I mean, Shan is slaying the game. I don't think there's another choice right now. But you know what? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna.
No, you don't need to throw out a second. Leave it for someone else. So you said Shan. Does anyone else have any other options, or are y'all agreeing with Josh?
I had a secondary.
Ken, I would love to hear it.
I said Shan or Danny. I think Danny could be a much bigger target than he has been, and he's kind of laying low, but still being strategic at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's like his power, his like muscles pulling him through, but it's not too ostentatious that it's making him a target.
I have another person for best in show.
Ooh, Alex,
And surprisingly, I think Tiffany is like showing her strength right now. I don't think she played better than Shan this week, but she is a good contender for best in show because she is now winning challenges and she's at the top of her tribe. So she's in a place where if they're in the bottom, I don't think she's going to go. And if they merge, she has a group of people that will protect her.
Absolutely. I am happy to agree with Josh on this one. Shan pulled a move that when we see, like, we love to see a stolen idol. It is that much sweeter because of it. She risked nothing. She gained everything. I'm excited to see her use it in a future week. I think it's going to be very exciting when she does.
Yeah.
Next, of course, we have our dark horse. Who surprised us this week? Who is coming out of the woodwork? Ken, I feel like you might have one. Do you have a dark horse? Is someone surprising you?
I do. For me, it actually piggybacks off Alex, and my dark horse is Tiffany this week because she is doing better than I expected her to be doing. She is being a strategic player. She was about to be sent away pretty quick. No one liked her, but now she was showing her strength and she is winning challenges. So I think that she's going to stick around a lot longer than I expected her to.
Yeah, I can see it. For me, I've got to say my dark horse this week was Nasir. He did so well in that challenge, and we know he's been performing well, but to the degree that his team was trying to throw the challenge and he stepped in and won it regardless was what I mean, that was wild. He was like shoving those the blocks through and he tossed the rings. I mean, I was so thrilled for my boy. His name is like off the table now in a big way. With Erica stirring up trouble, like I think Nasir is positioning himself better than I thought he would this week. And thank you, Altharella. I enjoy it. Dolores, I do think it's a sin that the pastor stole an idol, and I love to see it. And that's what I said. If she can like put aside the fact that she's a pastor and if she's cool, she is going to be one of the biggest threats in the game. So Josh, you have a dark horse.
Yes. I'm going to kind of bounce off you a little bit, Sam. I'm going to say all the guys on the Blue Tribe. I think they're all bringing it in different ways in this episode. I think Nasir brought it in the challenges you were saying, but the other two have brought on the strategy this episode. I really think Danny and Deshawn especially. I actually would say Deshawn mainly. I think they're really playing a good strategic game. And yes, if it comes to merge and they get targeted, I think they're really smart guys and they could really potentially control the game. And I would totally be here for it. So I like this Danny Deshawn duo, and I hope that they do well. I think that they really showed it in the last episode.
Absolutely. Alex.
My dark horse has to be, the gag when JD went home, because I was surprised. I did not see that coming. That move was the dark horse for me because it was one of those moments where you think, because I feel like in every season of Survivor, there's always that time where it's like, ooh, this could happen. And it would be like so fucking cool. And that'd be a huge move. And then it just like doesn't happen. And then like the easy vote happens, the safe vote happens. But the fact that like it actually happened tonight came out of left field for me. So that is the dark horse.
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. And finally, we have our Hot Mess Express for the evening. Who could it be? I mean, we've got a few options on this list. Josh, you look like you're ready to start.
Oh, mine is my girl Sydney, 100%, because she's crying because it's raining out and she wants Daddy's credit card. I'm sorry, she's such a great villain. I really hope we have her for a while. I feel like we're not going to. But like,
and then she's like, they're all jealous of me. They hate me because they hate me.
They hate me. She's that girl.
I am here for it.
I love her.
Ken, who is yours for tonight?
Mine was Sydney for the same reasons. I felt like I just had to walk away while she was talking, like the entire episode. I was like, I am done with this. I've been watching Real Housewives all day. I switched the channel. I can't do anymore.
And what Real Housewives are you watching?
Hush. I'm watching season 3 of Beverly Hills.
Okay. Keep watching. We might
Oh my goodness. Alex, who was your hot mess express for the evening?
I mean, it's fucking JD. What are we saying? You guys are like, it's this person for these. I'm like, no, it's JD who handed over a advantage that he won. But he didn't get voted out. Hot fucking mess.
That advantage has truly been like his biggest undoing this entire game. Because first he lied about it and no one believed him. Then he came clean about it awkwardly several times. Like, this advantage has tanked his game.
It really has. He never
dog walked him.
What was that?
I said it dog walked him, but
it
what
truly
has
did.
done, Kendra?
Y'all,
Josh?
and Shan still has that vote. She has it. She now has a double vote. She just got herself an advantage and slayed this. Oh, she's like a new Parvati. Like, I hope she makes it to the end. She has icon all over her.
I gotta say, my hot mess tonight is one of my faves, but it's my girl Erica. Why are you causing drama, Erica? Why are you trying to stir the pot when the pot don't need to be stirred, girl? You had your team so riled up, they wanted to throw a challenge to get rid of you. Erica,
This is true.
baby, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, to get the tribe that riled up that they're like, we could lose a challenge. Like,
yeah.
What?
All of our safety.
Wait, y'all, I just realized of 5 eliminations, only 1 woman has been voted out.
Oh,
we love to see it.
That's good.
We love to see it. We love to see it. Yasa largely responsible for that.
Yeah. Yasa.
Oh, yeah.
Yasa.
But y'all, that is our show for this evening. It's been a big old bucket of fun. Please make sure to check out the other Couch Potato Queen podcasts. And also to stay up to date with all things CPQ, please check us out on Twitter at Couch Potato Queens. That's QWNZ. Instagram at Couch Potato Queens spelled normally. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this video. Leave us a comment below. Please, it helps us so much.
But please.
Actually do it. Next, it's time for us to plug ourselves. Please follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Sam Meier Comedy. Lots of fun stuff happening right now in the film world. Lots of fun announcements coming up soon. Next.
You can find me on Instagram at alexknowsitall.jpg, and you can find me on Twitter at alexknowsitall_.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans at Mendelson8. Just kidding. On the OnlyFans.
But what if?
Just kidding, honeys. Josh gives it away for free.
Oh, that's me. You can follow me on Instagram at KenJoyYW, and same with Twitter, with different things in between that you can see, hopefully.
The end. Thank you so much, everyone. Remember, as always, outwit. Oh, I thought I should. Okay, I want to do this separately. I think we can each do one. No, there's 4 of us now. You'll do the outlast. Okay, so, and everyone remember, outwit,
outlast,
and out gay. Red light, green light.
Bye.
Bye.